Hi, this is my fifth blog post in this series, Closing the Gap, how to get to where you want to be compared to where you are right now. And I want to talk a little bit about being an ENFP and making decisions, and how making decisions actually does fundamentally affect our ability to get things done and perform the tasks that we consider potentially to be mundane. So I wanted to talk about how, as an ENFP, decisions are made based on values, and how this, I guess, a value is something that you attach an emotion to, and a value is something that you believe deep down is really important to you. So that kind of comes out as the feelings thing on the Myers-Briggs on the ENFP, and how there is an emotional attachment, there is a feeling kind of which is almost provoked in making decisions, more so when there's a value attached to it, rather than actually looking at something from a logical and objective point of view, which is the difference between an ENFP and an ENTP. Whilst both of the types want to sort of get things done and have lots of ideas and projects going, and ENTP's projects would be mainly centred around objective things like inventions and things that are kind of impersonal, whereas an ENFP would want to get things done which is more to do with people and have a cause of affecting people's lives, and sort of it would be more of a welfare, well-being kind of focus. So I kind of was pondering this thought, like, why is it so difficult to make decisions sometimes in ENFP? And actually the things that we do make decisions on a daily basis are things like how we spend our time. So we might say, rather than spending my time doing my admin or updating my finances in an Excel spreadsheet, even though I know in my head logically I'm meant to do that, I would rather spend time with my friend, or I would rather play my guitar, or anything that it is that we make decisions to do, small decisions, big decisions. I believe it's affected by our values, because we are value-based decision makers. So I really wanted to kind of talk on that note. So the premise is that we make decisions based on our values rather than on logic and on objective reality, and how the reason it's difficult, or the reason it seems like it's difficult to make decisions based upon things we don't have value on, is because we are driven by our values. So it's difficult to say, oh yeah, I should do that because someone tells me I should do it, or it's because it's logical, objective reality, when that doesn't drive us. Our values and therefore our emotions and feelings do. So with that in mind, I mean, that kind of half the battle is recognising this. And for me, I thought, actually, now I recognise that taking the value of something and understanding how to attach value that is important to me and meaningful to me onto something that's going to maybe seem like a mundane or small decision is the first step to me to change it. So I was thinking about how to attach value to things, therefore. So that's about understanding, how do you make something meaningful to you. So for example, with finances, it's important to make sure you manage your finances well, not because it's a boring job, but because of the bigger picture of why it's important in the long run. So to educate yourself around these things that you find difficult, so that you have values attached to it. So whether you're struggling with something in an area and you're thinking, oh gosh, I'm really finding it difficult to follow through on that, you're much more likely to be motivated to follow through on it if you understand the value of it and you understand the bigger picture, so why it's important. So yeah, I think I really wanted to encourage any ENFPs out there that if you feel like you're not sure how it is that you can make a decision, or you can kind of get better at doing something, the best thing for you to do is to try and take a step back, look at the bigger picture and say, why is this important in the long run? Like, this has value on a personal level to me because it means this and this. And then, yeah, I think, ENFPs are more than capable of being so motivated, because really, ENFPs normally will die for something they believe in. So we have to make sure that we believe in everything we do in order to do those things well. So yeah, if you're struggling with an area like finances or admin or tidying or cleanliness or whatever it is you're struggling with, if you can look at it about how it affects people, how it affects the world, how it affects the values that you have, then I think you'll be able to make much more of a difference in making a change. So I hope that's helped, and I hope it's clear what I've said. But this is another thing to sort of get your head around and go from being the person you are right now to the person you want to be.